Hey guys, another Monday, back with another workout. So today we've got another workout that's going to be similar format, but I've included a little bit of a warm-up. So I want you guys to start with some 90-90s, some child's pose, some cat-cows, so do some stretching, get feeling loose, and then if you want to screenshot this right now you can, and do it yourself so you just have it. You don't need to keep referring back to it, but for the first little warm-up before we get into the actual strength portion, I want you guys to go high knees for 50, butt kickers for 50, and a lunge matrix, and that's going to be 4 per leg. So I'll show you real fast. The high knees are going to be in place. I want you pumping the arms and always keep the knees moving straight in front of the body. I don't want you guys going across the body, right? So I want 50 total high knees, then I want 50 total butt kickers, still pumping the arms. Then you're going to go into 4 per side lunge matrix. So lunge matrix is just going to be forward lunge, lateral lunge, reverse lunge. So we're going to step forward, out to the side, and then a reverse lunge. So moving the hips in every direction. So you repeat that 4 times on one side, and then you're going to go to the other side. All right? So once you've done all 3 of those, then you can grab a quick sip of water and get into like the meat and the potatoes, as I call it. So we've got 25 minutes. You're going to go through these movements for 4 to 6 rounds, hopefully. That seems to be the sweet spot where you're working hard, but you're still able to recover enough to have good form and push through, right? Because it's always quality over quantity. So we have 6 movements, push up with a mountain climber, 10 of those, a split squat for 15, flutter kicks for a total of 100, so that's 50 per side, bicep curls for 20, break dancers or bear crawls for 20 steps or 20 total of the break dancers, and I'll show you that. And then the last one is a side bridge with extension. We've called these a few different things. This is what I know it as, but it's going to be 10 of these per side. So starting from the top, push up with a mountain climber. What I want you to do, I'll throw this right here. So what I want you to do is you're going to give me a regular push up, whether it's on the feet or on the knees. So a push up and then in. So it's a slow mountain climber. Push up, mountain climber, mountain climber. So when you take that foot off the ground, you're not twisting and you're not dipping, right? So the only thing that's changing is the foot's coming forward, but the body is staying in that perfect push-up position. All right? So it's going to be 10 total of those. Then we've got the split squat, and this one is just a traditional split squat. I'll show you from the front and the side. So notice my knees and feet are hip distance apart. They're not one in front of the other. So from the front, everything is facing forward. The knee can even go slightly out. I just never want the knee caving in. And then from the side, you can see the stance isn't super long, right? So that way, when the knee touches the ground, it's more or less under my hip, all right? So it's 15 of those per side. You can always load that exercise. Then we have flutter kicks. So we're going to go flutter kicks for 100. That's going to be 50 per side, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 100. So when you do this, most important thing to remember, your low back should be crushing the floor the whole time. There should never be any space in the low back because you're flaring your ribs, all right? And then second note, up here is going to be a lot easier than down there. So I suggest starting with the feet as low as you can, and then if you need to, bring the feet higher up and higher up, but try to get through those 100 reps continuously. Our 4th exercise is going to be a bicep curl. So depending on your medium, everyone has different things at home. If you have dumbbells, you can go dumbbells at the same time, right? Always keeping the elbow at the side. If you have a band, then you can stand on the band, and I'll show you from this side, same thing. Elbow stays locked in at your side, and your knuckles are always facing the direction of your forearm. So I'm never letting my wrist break, all right? So 20 reps is a lot of reps. So if you need to, you can switch between different variations of bicep curls. So you can do one round supinated, right, keeping the palms up. You can do another round neutral grip, and you can do another round reverse. You can even alternate in the set. So you can do 10 palm up and then 10 neutral. All right, so I'm going to give you guys a little bit of freedom with the wrist position in the bicep curls. Then we have break dancers or bear crawls. So I'll show you the easier one. The bear crawl is going to be a little bit easier, and it will be 20 total steps. So in bear crawl position, back should be flat, knees are just hovering off the ground. You're not keeping the knees super high, right? And then nice small steps for 20. So if you want, if you know the breakdancer or are confident with the breakdancer, then what I want you to do is you're going to give me 10 of these each direction. So you start in a bear crawl position, and then what you do is you lift one hand in the opposite leg, that leg swings underneath and then plants on the ground, right? And then you go back to bear crawl position to the other side. All right, so it's back and forth, always keeping the shoulders out of the ears and pushing yourself away from the ground. All right, so it'll be 10 each way for the breakdancers. And then our last move is a side bridge with extension. So some people call this like a star hip bridge. Basically, you're in a short lever side plank. So your knees are on the ground, elbows on the ground, pushing into the floor, and then you're going to bring your hips off the ground and through. So my hips are going up and forward. This is going to make sure we're hitting external rotation or abduction, and we're getting some extension in the hips. So it's really going to hit the bottom glute. So that's going to be 10 per side. So with those, get through it as many rounds as you can. I want you to go for 25 minutes. And then at the end, make sure to take some time to like cool down. So spend some time in a 90-90 or even like a half kneeling pose to get into the hip flexor and just breathe. I want you guys to focus on long inhales through the nose, pause for a second, then exhale through the mouth. All right? Hopefully you enjoy the workout. Hopefully you get through it. And I will see you guys tomorrow.